Organic food is the foods that have been produced or processed without the use of synthetic chemicals or fertilizer, without the use of GMO products, without the additions of chemical food additive or artificial food additive, and without irradiation. There are several examples of organic food, such as vegetable, fruits, dairy product, meats, and grain. An organic certifications program has been developed by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or known as USDA, that require all organic foods to follow minimum government's requirement. The way such foods are ground, treated, and processed is regulated by this standard. The USDA has the guidelines which help the consumer to identify the organic food based on the product label. Firstly, 100% organic. These characterizations refer to organic fruits, vegetable, egg, milk product, and other single-ingredient food which has been certified. Multi-ingredient food may be included in this group if all the ingredients are certified as organic except for water and salt. These types of food need to have the USDA seal. Secondly, organic. This characterization is specified for multi-ingredient food which contain at least 90% of certified organic ingredient except for water and salt. The remaining percentage of non-organic items need to be in the listed item approved by the USDA as the additional ingredient. Thus, these foods must have the USDA seal. Thirdly, made with organic. This characterization is an indication for food products that have at least 70% of certified organic ingredient. Organic ingredient must be listed and identified in the ingredient list of the food product. However, this food product does not have USDA seal. Lastly, organic ingredients. These characterizations refer to food products that contain less than 70% of certified organic ingredient, and this food product must not have the USDA seal. The organic ingredient must be stated in the ingredient list of the food product.
There are several differences between organic and inorganic foods. The major difference of concern is the exposure of foods to chemicals, such as chemical pesticides. Organic foods have low exposure to chemical pesticides as non-chemical measures are used for pest prevention, such as crop rotation, intercropping, and hygiene practices. Restriction on the usage of synthetic pesticides will cause low residue levels in food and thus lower pesticide exposure to consumers. Meanwhile, inorganic foods have high exposure to synthetic pesticides that are commonly used for plants. Organic foods use natural fertilizers such as farmyard manure, compost, and green fertilizers, while in inorganic food production, usage of fertilizers is dominated by mineral fertilizers, but in some countries, farmyard manure is quite commonly used. For the welfare of animals, animals that will be produced organically are well taken care of compared to inorganic animals. Animals in organic livestock production are placed in a larger area with restricted group sizes and with open access to air, a more spacious and enriched environment. Meanwhile, inorganic animals are placed in a smaller area with a large group of animals, which creates restricted space for the animals and a barren environment that will increase the risk of development of diseases. Feeds given to the organic animals are also free from antibiotics, genetically modified feeds or ingredients, or slaughter byproducts of mammals and birds to ensure animals are grown healthily, while inorganic animals can be fed with these sources. Usage of antibiotics, growth hormones, GMOs, or preservatives are strongly prohibited for organic food because organic food production aims to provide good animal welfare and avoiding high density of animals to ensure enough space that can promote good health of the animals. Meanwhile, inorganic food production is permissible because they aim for high production levels, thus neglecting the restricted resources such as space and feed. Organic foods also minimize the impact to the environment as they produce lower emissions of greenhouse gases due to having a higher organic matter in soil content, while the soil content for inorganic foods has lower organic matter, thus releasing higher emissions of greenhouse gases. And last but not least, organic foods are more expensive and less attainable, while inorganic foods are way cheaper and easily attainable by consumers.
Here are some benefits of organic foods. Organic foods have been shown to have lower levels of toxic metabolites, including heavy metals such as cadmium, synthetic fertilizers, and pesticide residues. Besides that, organic food is often fresher because no preservative used to make it last longer. Thus, the harvested organic products need to quickly reach the consumers in a very fresh condition. Organic farming tends to be better for the environment. Organic farming helps in reducing chemical pollution, water conservation, reducing soil erosion, increasing soil fertility, and using less energy. Furthermore, organically raised animals are safer to be consumed as they are restricted from antibiotics and synthetic hormones which used to protect against illness, making it easier for farmers to raise, gain weight faster, and produce more milk. The traces of these substances have been linked to an increased risk of cancer and widespread antibiotic resistance to the consumers. Organic meat and milk can be richer in certain nutrients. Studies show that levels of certain nutrients, including omega-3 fatty acids, were up to 50% higher in organic meat and milk than in conventionally raised. Apart from that, organic product is non-GMO because the use of GMO is prohibited in organic production. Genetically modified organisms foods are plants whose DNA has been altered in ways that cannot occur in nature. These GMO are said to cause allergic reaction, threatening crop diversity, economic concerns, and some other problems.
Disadvantages of organic foods. It needs a large number of producers, for example, in the production of milk. Growth hormone treatment for cows may give benefits for environment. Growth hormone helps to increase the production of meat per cow. Hence, a smaller number of cows are needed to produce a certain amount of milk. When less cows are needed, a smaller size of cultivated land should be enough to feed the cows. The content of protein, vitamin, trace mineral and lipids are just same either in organically or conventionally reared cows. Organic product usually cost 10 to 40% higher than the same conventionally produced products, as high costs are needed for the labor, lower agriculture outputs and higher price organic animal feeds. The price of organic foods is higher because the supply of organic foods is lower than the demand. The cost of post-handling of relatively small quantities of organic foods is also high because organic products have to be separated with conventional products, especially for processing and transportation. Inefficient marketing and distribution chain for organic products also make the cost higher because of the small volumes of organic products. Expensive price of organic products also include the costs other than the food production, such as protection and enhancement of environment, animal welfare, additional farm employment, and to provide enough and fair income to the producers. Organic products also have shorter shelf life than conventional foods. The quality of organic foods deteriorates faster than conventional foods as organic foods undergo less processes during the production and not added with preservative.
So, which one is better, organic or conventional? The issue of which one is better is still in debate. Research found that the most widely mentioned reasons for buying organic foods are product quality, environmental concern, healthcare, and lifestyle. Due to awareness of environmental degradation and related issues, consumer behavior is now shifting towards the purchase of many environmental friendly and organic products. Even though research suggests organic food may decrease the risk of allergic diseases and some metabolic diseases, confounding may appear because organic food consumers are already likely to have a healthier lifestyle overall, which also contribute to their disease outcome. Furthermore, the pesticide used in conventional products are closely monitored and kept well below harmful levels, so in short term, it is not likely to cause harm in low doses. Even though several studies have linked exposure to pesticide to adverse health effects, especially towards children, however, organic produce are not necessarily safe either. Organic pesticide can also bring harm to health. For example, there is a link of organic pesticide rotenone with Parkinson's disease.
Thus, in high doses, both conventional and organic farming pesticide may be hazardous to health, and the long-term effect of both methods toward health are still under research. Since organic products are often higher in price, one who can afford may consume these organic products. But if you are not able to purchase the organic products, there is always a way to reduce the residues. So, at the end, whichever is better still lies in your hands.